Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Farming Simulator 22 with me, CWATTY. Here in Farming Simulator 22. Well, it's Haut Beyleron, isn't it? It's another day. It's 2nd of July. The weather's taken a massive, horrible nosedive. It's pouring with rain. We're not going to be getting any harvesting done today. I don't think there is anything to harvest because we've done all the harvesting. However, there will be some mulching to do. There will be obviously some oilseed radishing. I've actually ploughed this field, by the way, ladies and gents. I've ploughed this field, and what I've done, I've actually expanded it slightly. I've actually come out and expanded this field slightly, made it a little bit larger, hence why it's now not quite at the same angle as the rest of the field. Like if I was to line up here and look in sort of that direction that the field goes, it now sort of sticks off a bit to the right. Yeah, I've made that a little bit wider with the plough when I did my ploughing on the field. So it's all been lime spreaded. It's been fertilised, it's been mulched, apart from obviously the new bit of the field, the new little strip, that hasn't been mulched. Just sorted out some of the strange issues with the field edge that I was having. All my grass fields are fertilised, they're growing. So basically, what I'm going to be doing today is we're going to be cultivating field 36. And then we need to get mulching on these fields here. That's a plan. That is a plan. I might also need to move some wool. I think the sheep might be getting a bit full. One of these sheep pens might be a little bit full. No, actually, we're all right. We're all right. I'm not moving the wool today. We're going to crack on. Crack on with things now. I think where everything is parked. Trailer's there. Massey's over here. Massey. You will be my mulching vehicle. Do my canola fields. And then we'll go jump into the New Holland and the other fella. The Fent. The Fent that I recently had. Somebody thanked me for saying nice words about the Fent. Nice words about the Fent. Was it really me that said nice things about the Fent? Really? Sure? You sure you're not getting me confused with some other YouTuber or streamer? Right then, ladies and gents, let's do some mulching. Am I going to get this field done? And we'll get the other field done. We'll probably need to do... What am I planting again? What am I going to plant? That's the big question now. The big question mark. Because if I go with wheat, barley, canola again, then I don't need to worry about oilseed radish, do I? Okay. So that's a bit of a difference. Yeah. I've just done 2 fields of canola. I might do 2 fields of canola again. I think we got a decent amount of canola, did we not? 95,000 litres? When do we sell canola? When's the best time of year for canola? November. So yeah, couple of fields of canola again, I think. These fields work out quite well for that. I must also remember, and I mustn't forget, I do own field 47 down here. And at the moment, this field has nothing on it. So again, would be kind of useful, maybe, just maybe, to put a bit of a crop on that. Right, now here's the thing, right, with this. Right, here's the thing. We're going to do a bit of cultivating here. I'm going to try doing 2 vehicle. Going to do 2 vehicle. 2 vehicle cultivating is ultimately what I'm trying to do. I'm going to see if it's possible to have both of these vehicles on the same field. I'm going to let this one get a little bit further ahead, because he kind of needs to. But then I'm going to start this fella off. And like I say, this fella should follow what the New Holland does. Basically, I'm just going to let the New Holland almost get out of shot. Now I'm going to start this fella off. Go. I'm doing two tool cultivated. Both tractors on the same field, same time, working together to do this field much more quickly. He's going to do the right hand lanes. That one's going to do the left. The New Holland's going to do the left hand lanes. That's effectively 24 metre cultivating we're doing then at the same time. Now we can't plant anything yet, can we? So we're not missing any kind of seeding windows or anything at the moment. Nope. That's okay. Yeah. We just stay with the cultivators then. Can't do any harvesting. We are waiting for field 43 over there. Waiting for our sunflower field over yonder. We're waiting for our grapes. We're waiting for our soybeans on field 30, the big Uber field. So yeah. all is fairly good with the world. Now, one of the things I'm thinking of doing, trailers. Now, we was looking at trailers, weren't we? Last time round. Because my trailer's a little bit on the small side as far as what it will hold. We've got one of those. It's 29,500 litres. I could do with something a little bit bigger than that. I mean, that would be nice. That's 37.5. That's 40. $45. Start getting a lot bigger now, though, and that's the thing we kind of want to watch out for, really. We don't want the trailer to get too big, because then it doesn't kind of work with the sell points and with my auto drive location things. I mean, that's nice. Hipper trailer. That's going to tip up though, isn't it? I don't necessarily want a tippy up trailer. I like the fact my current trailer kind of tips without tipping up. That tips up. Pretty certain that tips up. That one tips up. Look to see what I've actually got to work with. We've got the power push. 34. That'll go up to 60,000 litres, actually. Doesn't look too big. I kind of like the idea of this one, though. $37.5. People are saying, oh, that's not a massive increase, really, is it? But you know what? It'll be enough, I think. It would be enough. Because at least I'll be able to get harvesters fully emptied into it, wouldn't I? Although, what would 60,000 cost me if I was to go to 60,000? What's the difference? 6 grand. You know what? We might as well have the room. We might as well have the extra little bit of space, haven't we? That makes sense. That little bit extra capacity, just that. Because I did notice when harvesting this field, there were quite a few times where the trailer was off emptying. The trailer was off doing its whole emptying thing at the grain mill, and the harvester was having to stop and wait for the trailer to come back before the harvester could get emptied. And I don't want that. I don't want that to be the case. Look at these boys going. Multiple tractors. I'm going to leave them to it. How's my grapes looking while I'm over here? on 100%. I don't understand this business. Because I'm not... See, these are 100% yield bonus. So weird. So weird because... And I say because... On my multiplayer server, I cannot get grapes and olives to 100% bonus. Yield bonus. They always stop at 98% on the server. I don't know why. So I do everything the same as I do on this map. I plough the field, plough between the crops, the trees each year. I mulch the grass. Anytime the grass gets long, I mulch it. Fertilise twice. I don't understand quite why. Don't understand quite why they would be like that. But ladies and gents, we've got a new trailer. Ooh, yeah. I might go put it to the test, you know. I might go see if I've got any... You've got a Courseplay course loaded, mister. Yeah, something weird happened the other day when I was recording my Courseplay courses. Because I did a windrowing course. I had this fella do windrowing on my grass field. And then when I saved the course, I was going to load that course into the loading wagon to have the loading wagon collect up the grass and put it in the silage machine for me. But the course hadn't saved. For some reason, don't know why, the course didn't save. It wasn't there for me. So I had to manually pick up all the grass by myself with the loading wagon. So what I plan to do, next time I do the mowing, I need to come down here and manually, I need to set up a windrowing course again. And then I can have my auto loader here, my loading wagon, then Courseplay can run the grass collecting for me. Which is not a bad thing, because it does get a little bit boring. I've got a piece of field there. But yeah, I used my big weeder to do this field. I didn't bother grass rolling it because obviously that would have took ages. Would have took absolutely donkeys for me to roll that field, so I did it with the big weeder, and that worked pretty well. There we go. 60,000 litres of lovely silage. Take that and put it in the hayloft. There's my big weeder over there. Stupid sign. Mr. Massey. Oh, why have I put it in there? That's the wrong place. Sorry, I didn't mean to put it in the silo. I meant to put it in the hayloft. Can I, please can I have that back? Please. You know. Just please let me have that back. Because, you know, I want to put it in the right place. I've got all my straw in the hayloft, so, yeah. All this needs to be in here too then, doesn't it? Nah, this trailer does tip. Tips very high as well. That might be a little bit of a problem when it comes to like feed cows and stuff. Possibly. Maybe. Right. Let's check on... They've missed a spot. Don't appear to have any fertiliser. So, let's go get the fertiliser spreader. Let's go fertilising. Because again, we're not going to be putting oilseed radish on that field. We're going to need to seed that this year. I will refill one. Take the opportunity. Go. He's on his way down. Is he finishing that bit? He is, which is good. Then I can finish this bit up here. So yeah, 2 machine, 2 tool, fertilising, 2 tool cultivating. Worked kind of okay apart from this one little bit. Apart from that one little bit, it worked really well. I don't recall knocking that post over. Get the old cultivator going. Right, he's finished. Need to move this guy out of Seeder's way. Fertiliser's way, should I say. Yeah, we're getting through the jobs quite nicely. Right, it'd be nice to get a couple of fields fertilised again. Get these seeded. this fella will just have to sit and wait, sadly, because yeah, we don't really have any plans for him to move anywhere just yet. Because we need Mr. Mulcher to do that other field. We do. Right, let's have a quick check on the animals. The cows are doing sort of okay-ish. Got 30 of each. Getting old. Good. Chickens. Feel like we're kind of maxing out on the chickens a bit. Probably maybe sell off. They're 32. Might be time to sell off the 27-month-old chickens. Because we've got 25 months, we've got 32 months. We've then got 2-month-old chickens. 429 of them. Sheeps are doing okay. We might have a drive over there, pick up the wool, actually. I know I said I wasn't going to do wool today, but doesn't appear to be a lot left for me to do at the minute. What fields have I got to fertilise? Done 35. We're doing 36 now. Obviously, we need to fertilise these fields. But everything else is just growing. And obviously, I don't have a field up here anymore now. This is no longer an actual proper field. So there won't be any like grass mowing like I get off these fields. This field sadly will now be, if I mow it, it's just going to be meadow grass that I get each time I mow it, if I go there with the mowers. Certainly not going to be doing any mowing today because it's pouring with rain. You know what, this auto-loading trailer malarkey works so much better in single player than it does in multiplayer. In multiplayer, the pallets do not stack properly at all like this. They're all skew-whiffing all over the place on the trailer when you pick them up in multiplayer. I don't know why. Definitely don't stack anywhere near as neatly. Right, chickens. Chickens. Let's have a look. Right, it's freed up a bit of space because eventually we'll sell off the old chickens as well. When the chickens get too old, we can sell them off as well. Right, quick drive up to the spinnery. Get rid of the wool. Keep making my fabrics. And then my fabrics keep going down to the clothes factory. Although again, Won't be selling any clothes until next April. So, long time to go for the clothes factory. But yeah, that whole two field, two tool cultivating thing, that worked really well. Probably have to do that on field 30, given how massive field 30 is. I think we'll end up doing 2 tools on that. Both cultivators working together again. Long drive up this hill. It's hard to think there was a time in this series where I couldn't get up here because the game used to always crash. Now I can get up here. It's great. Now if only I could figure out what causes my machines to keep disappearing. Do I want to take the fabric back with me? Have a look at the productions quickly. There's only 2,000 litres of fabric. I'm not going to bother picking that up. I have to start thinking about buying some more eggs, milk, sugar for my bakery. I have to start thinking about some more milk for my dairy factory. There's something weird going on with my greenhouse, by the way. The reason I say that is because I haven't put any water in this thing for ages, and it's staying on 255. It's not using any water. I don't know why. Need my grapes. Got 41,000 litres of cheese. Perhaps this guy needs to go to the cheese factory and load up with cheese. What I could do is set that to distributing, cheese to storing. And that way, when I start picking up the pallets from the cheese factory, I won't get pallets of butter mixed in and mixed up, which would be better. Yeah, 41,000 litres of butter. Let's get some cheese, should I say. Let's get some of that sold. Get some stinky cheese sold. I am liking how my farm's come along. My farm's come along a massively long way since we started. If you think back, the very first episode in this series, we have come a long, long way. A huge way. We almost, you know, we almost own the whole of the south side end of south of the map. Everything south of the river nearly belongs to me. I'm really looking forward to getting that achievement wrapped up. Can't load any more than that. Right, stinky cheese goes to... our good friend Les Fermier's farm shop. I do kind of wish on maps there were more sell points. A lot of maps where they only have like one sell point for things. I do kind of wish there would be more places that accept products, so there's a little bit more competition for prices, a little bit more variety for the player on where they can sell stuff. I would also like to see mod maps coming out that have sell points for all the base game crops and products built into the map from the get-go, so players aren't required to place sell points and place mods to be able to sell everything. I've done a map review today, a map tour video today of a map that released on the Mod Hub, and it's not the first time I've come across this since looking at maps and since I've been downloading maps and looking at maps, that you can't sell everything on the map. In it, when you load the map up, you start the map, start your game clean, vanilla, no mods installed, you can't sell everything until you've put down your own sell points and stuff. And this map that I downloaded today, when you loaded into the map, it gave you started with all of the production facilities owned. So you own the grain mill, cereal factory, oil factory, dairy, sugar mill, you know, you name it, you owned it. You could produce all that stuff right from day one. However, there was nowhere on the map that you could sell any of the stuff that you made with the factories. So you would have to place your own sell points, and I don't like that. I think when you load up the game and you start a new save, there should be at least one sell point for every single item on this list, built into the map, so you don't have to add any. So you can buy and sell everything without having to add any sell points, without having to add any mods. That should be how the game works. And I don't know, I noticed it now with quite a few mod maps where this seems to be a bit of a trend amongst map authors, a new trend, where they're not putting sell points on the map for all the things you can make. And what really surprised me as well with the map I looked at today, when I loaded it up again, I did my video and then I went back, loaded the map up a second time off camera to see, just to make doubly sure I was correct in what I had thing. I had to create a new save because I'd saved over the original save with the second map review that I did today, the second map tour that I did. So I had to start a whole brand new save, and in the new brand new save it was quite funny because the one field that you get in New Farmer when you load into the map, the big field you get, it had cotton on it, right? So my first crop in New Farmer, in my brand new save, that I was going to have to harvest was cotton. Didn't have any harvesting equipment, I didn't have any cotton equipment, so I was going to have to buy that or lease that. Bearing in mind again that in New Farmer you only start with 100,000 cash. And then when I went and checked the prices screen, there's nowhere on the map to sell cotton. So if I harvested the cotton, my cotton field, okay, if I went out, harvested my cotton, there was absolutely nowhere I could have sold it. So even if I'd spent the money, leasing all the equipment, I couldn't do anything with the cotton after I'd harvested it. I certainly wouldn't have had enough money to have then bought a cotton sell point or a spinnery and placed on the map, you know? So yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by that. Like I say, I would like to see all mod maps that come out for Farm Sim. So I'm talking to all the map makers out there now. I would like to see on the maps that when you first load into it, whether it be Farm Manager, Start from Scratch or New Farmer mode, there is a place to sell every single item in the game. Every crop, every product, every production item. We want to be able to sell everything on this list here. Okay. And we want to be able to sell everything on this list here. Somewhere on the map without having to buy placeables, sell mods, install additional mods. You know, if somebody just wanted to download a mod map and have nothing else in their mod folder, they should be able to play the map. That's just my one little thing for today. My one takeaway from today. And it's not an April Fool's thing, okay? No April Fools here, ladies and gents, because it's 8:30 in the evening now. April Fool's Day finished at noon, at 12 o'clock. But I would definitely think that, you know, map makers out there would actually, you know, provide sell points in their map for all the base game products and crops and stuff. I'm somewhat surprised as well that it's happening on Mod Hub maps, because I would have thought Giants testing would have picked up on that. Giants testing team should be finding on maps that, hey, hang on a minute, you can't sell cotton, you can't sell chocolate, you can't sell cakes, you can't sell cereal, even though you've got a cereal bloody factory in your possession when you first log into the map. And I'm just a bit, like I say, I'm just a bit confused by it all. I don't like it. Because again, a lot of these maps are really, they're really nice. Like some of the maps, the map makers have put really a lot of effort into them to make them look really nice. And the last thing I want to do then is start having to try and plonk down placeables somewhere, trying to squeeze in placeables so I can sell stuff. Because as we all know from recent experience, when placing objects on maps, it can cause all manner of problems with the terrain levelling and creating mountains and holes and things like that. And I don't want to mess up maps. Now, if a mod author's gone to all the trouble of making a really nice, pretty, beautiful map, the last thing he should then be thinking is, oh, players will have to come along and mess it all up now to put sell points on the map because I haven't bothered. Maybe that's a little bit harsh. Maybe it's just slipped their mind during the map making process. You know, it's just one of them things. They've overlooked adding all the fill types into the map sell points, and making sure that all the fill types on a map are covered by one of the sell points. But yeah, definitely think Giants should certainly Giants testing team should be picking that up a little bit more and be a bit more, on the ball when it comes to that kind of thing. Look at me, I'm fully loaded up with bread and cakes. I've actually got 32 pallets this time. I've actually got more than I'm supposed to be able to carry. Weird how that auto-load mod works from sometimes. I've now got 36. I've got a little bit more now. Right, well you can now, Mr. Auto Drive Man, you can go off to Fermier's pallet drop for me. He's going to the repair station first, is it? Okay, he wants to go to the repair station first, ladies and gents, so we'll let him do that. Right, anyway, I have reached the end of today's episode, so I'm going to carry on with me fertilising. I'm going to carry on with me mulching. I'm going to carry on with a bit of cultivating, and when you come back for the next episode, hopefully we'll be doing some things we'll be doing some fun things again on the fields. We'll either be doing some harvesting, we'll be doing some seeding, or, you know, something like that. So, thank you everybody for watching today's video. Please go ahead and click that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not doing so already. We're so close now to 1,000 subs, it's unbelievable. We're only about 10 away, so for the, you know, people watching the video that aren't currently subscribed, it only takes 10 of you for us to hit the 1,000 sub mark, which will be fantastic for the channel. Leave me your comments in the comment section down below. Share the video with everyone you see fit, everywhere you see fit, and I'll catch you down the road a little bit later on, everybody. Bye bye for now.